What up, Whiskey Ginger fans? Welcome back to the show. If it's your first time joining the show, welcome to the show. We got a good one for you today. Also, your boy is doing 2 remaining international shows with my good buddy Bobby Lee. We're going to London and Dublin, July 18th and 19th, back to back. Back to back. Come out and see us at badfriendspod.com or andrewsantino.com. Also, I'm going to be putting up some tour dates. I'm playing the Brea Improv. I think I'm doing SF Punchline. I'm jumping around. I'm starting to build this brand new hour because my new hour comes out September 12th, I believe, as of right now, depending on how the date changes. But anyway, go to andrewsantino.com or badfriendspod.com if you want to come see me and the Lee in London or Dublin. Let's go to the episode.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Whiskey Ginger. My guest today is one of my favorite people on earth. I say that for all my guests, but I mean once again today, it's Petey, USA. You got to be proud of that, dude.
Yeah.
You got to be proud of having USA in your name at this juncture of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's
Totally.
good right now, right?
It's awesome.
It used to just be
Feels
Petey,
good.
but now with the protests, you added USA because you want to take a stand.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I
That's
get
me.
it, man.
That's me.
You're for people that don't know, I was complimenting you before we started rolling. You're an incredible artist, musician. I would say a comedic talent and personality.
Mm-hmm.
I found you on the internet. I touched myself to a few of your videos. You're very sensual, sexual. You piercing eyes. The guy is very beautiful in person. On the internet, doesn't do him justice. And you're funny, man. You're very good. I was saying, I really like your stuff.
Thank you very much.
Very funny. And
I
now you're a
appreciate that.
bona fide touring musician, which I guess I only knew you as kind of a comedic personality online.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how you built the structure, right?
Yeah, but I do a pretty bad job of bridging that gap and letting people know
Why?
what I'm doing. I don't know. It's
You
just
gotta
not-
put it out there.
It's not intuitive to me.
Well, do it right now. Tell
Yeah.
them what you're up to.
I'm a musician. I play indie rock music, and I also toured around the country, and that's what I do.
Perfect. Dude.
Yeah.
What gave you the inspiration to start doing like comedic style sketches and songs and bits for the internet?
COVID, honestly. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I had like a real shit job for
What were you
a
doing?
while. I was working at the mailroom at ICM Partners, a talent agency.
Yuck,
It was
dude.
like, yeah, it was bad.
Yuck.
Yeah.
How many showers did it take to get rid of that scum on your body?
Kind of a couple years worth.
For people that don't know, ICM is a talent agency.
Yeah,
One of the-
R.I.P.
One of the big, yeah, they got swallowed whole by
CAA.
CAA, ate them alive. CAA, another monolithic conglomerate, acronym-based sludge
Yeah.
of talentless bottom feeders who eat off of our plates and
Yeah.
beg you to tour into the ground and disregard your mental health issues and your addictions so they can benefit. And then when you do publicly fall, they cannot wait to distance themselves from
Sure.
you.
Yeah, they represent me. Big shouts.
You're at CAA. That's who's got you.
Yeah.
Good for
yeah,
you, dude.
Yeah.
So what, you work for them and now they work for you.
Kind of cool.
That's a beautiful transition of life.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
It
trippy.
is, right?
It's trippy. It's like, yeah, it's unbelievable.
You just put out the album you gave me off camera. Is that a brand new album you just dropped?
No, so those were my first 2 albums, Lean Into Life, which came out like at the very end of COVID, and then USA, which came out about 2 years ago, and then I'm about to release another album in a couple weeks.
It comes out in July, right?
Yeah, July 11th.
July 11th.
Yeah,
Just short of my favorite holiday, September 11th.
yeah.
Always
That's why we
remember.
picked it.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right. Actually, my special comes out on September 12th, the day after 9/11, which was deliberate.
Cool. Yeah.
Never forget, dude.
Just kind of get people.
I'm a nostalgic guy, and I want people to be nostalgic when they think about my album. And we open up the special with, well, I shouldn't give it away, but it's a plane crash. It's a whole thing.
Cool.
Yeah, in the opening sequence, the plane crashes. I'm the only one that lives, and I do a stand-up show to the people that are not there anymore.
Never forget.
Never forget. That's the name of the special. Never forget. Never forgot. Don't forget.
Donnie Darko came out on September 11th, 2001.
No.
And no one saw it in theaters, and that's why it became like a cult classic later.
Whoa,
That,
that's
like,
true, huh?
Yeah. So it's a good move.
No, he's not true. He's saying that's not true.
Oh.
Came out on October 26, 2001.
Damn,
Oops.
dude. What came out? What movies?
Well, Jay-Z's The Blueprint came out on
Blueprint
September
came out
11th.
on September 11th.
And also Bob Dylan's Love and Theft.
Whoa.
2 great albums.
On September 11th.
2001.
Wow. Jay-Z's The Blueprint.
Came out on 9/11. Yeah.
Such a good album.
Yeah.
But you don't like hip hop, so that doesn't resonate for you. What did you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to pop punk music, like Blink-182, Newfound Glory.
Blink-182 you've toured with,
Yeah.
which is how crazy is that, dude?
Awesome. Unreal. Yeah.
That's got to be so surreal
Yeah.
to have that kind of like come back again. Look, those that you work for, now they work for you. People that you're a fan of, now you work with them.
Yeah.
Your life is kind of perfect.
It's cool. It's cool.
Are you single?
No, I'm married. I just got married last weekend.
Oh, last weekend.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. Yeah.
That's rad. Are you gonna you guys are gonna make a family, or are you gonna just do you two?
I think we're gonna make a family.
Good for you.
Yeah,
dude.
it's something I never would have done on my own.
Yeah, you
So-
literally can't. Yeah, you actually can't. Yeah, I mean, you could. No, that's not true. You could. You could adopt a kid. You could
Yeah.
have a kid with a
Yeah.
anonymous partner and just raise it by yourself. It's a new world.
Totally.
Dude.
I wouldn't have done that. So it feels nice to be. It feels nice to
To
have
find
that
someone you love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And
That's
sort of
cool.
had that decided before. That was kind of like a pre-qualification.
Yeah,
And I'm like, all right, let's strap in. Let's do it.
might as well.
Yeah.
I noticed on your arm. Let me see your forearm. On your right forearm, is there a Chicago flag on there? Huh?
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
bless. Because
Yeah.
you raised in Chicago, but not born in Chicago.
No, I was born in Birmingham, Michigan.
Birmingham, Michigan.
Yeah.
And then your parents realized they wanted to go somewhere legitimate
Yeah.
and give you a real future.
Yeah,
And so
totally.
they said, let's get him in Chicago.
Exactly.
Did you start music in the Chicago music scene?
Kind of, yeah. In high school, I was in bands and stuff.
Yeah.
Got to, play in the city.
Did you
Real
play
cool.
the Beat Kitchen ever?
Yeah,
Yeah,
many times.
I played there before.
Yeah, it's a great, yeah,
Did you ever play
Subterranean.
Fireside Bowl?
No, that was the 21. That was like the hard 21 plus
That's
one.
right. Yeah, you
So,
can't
yeah.
be underage there.
Yeah, so Beat Kitchen, we got to play underage. Subterranean. Yeah, I'm doing my album release show at Metro. It's
At the
gonna be-
Metro.
Yeah.
One of the most famous venues for people that don't know. That's pretty incredible. It's
Yeah.
like that's Chicago's finest.
Yeah, it's the
Did
best.
you remember going to see shows as a kid? Did you see a band that got big that you saw when they were pretty small in Chicago? I feel like I share this story with a lot of people.
Yeah, I think like in the pop punk world, especially seeing bands at Metro, like that was kind of like a mainstay. Like everyone toured there when I was in high school.
Big time.
So I saw like Say Anything there before they got really big.
Yeah.
I saw Death Cab for Cutie in Chicago before they got really big.
Wow.
But yeah, I think the access to seeing live music at really sick concert venues was almost more formative than like being in bands.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's because
Yeah.
it gives you this like real kind of viewpoint of, I mean, it's just it's a reality. You're like, oh, this is a possibility if I really want this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's tickling your fantasies of like being a part of that thing. I think
Yeah.
I think going to see stuff as a kid was so much more important to me than it is now, and it's a bummer. I want to go see more stuff now.
Yeah.
But we have stuff. We
Yeah.
have shit to do.
I mean, also like kind of like I suffer from this thing where it's just like because I do it for a job, like kind of like the smoke screen has been
Sure.
eliminated, like the mysticism of it all. Like I used to be like stand in like concert venues and like look up sort of like through the fog. It's like these are like gods, you know?
Yeah.
And then you see the back of a concert venue when you're doing it as your job and like kind of just seeing it.
It's
I
sad.
don't know. It's like
Yeah.
makes going to concerts less fun.
Oh, dude, I agree. It's the same thing. Like, I hate comedy. When people are like, "Oh, do you like stand-up?" Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I think it's the most disgusting. I hate it more than I've ever hated anything on earth. I loathe it. I loathe it.
I'm not a huge fan of music these days.
It kind of sucks, right? Music sucks, yeah. But
Yeah.
good music's rad.
Good music's awesome.
Right. Once in a while, I find something that I really like in the comedic space.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually for me, to be honest. I'm not kissing ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's something like what you do sometimes. Like, you know, I've lived in stand up for 20 years, so it's just different for me. Just
Yeah.
like you're saying, it's hard to explain. But when I see something like what you've created, or if I see a sketch that's kind of out of my world, that I gravitate to, because it's not what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it impresses me because I don't live in that section of comedy.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of like some music may impress you because it's not your world of music.
Yeah.
You know, something super alternative. You're like, oh, that's pretty rad.
For sure. Yeah, I feel the same way. It's like the stuff that I can't even like wrap my head around how they were able to do it, because it's just so different than everything that I
Yeah.
do. Then that's stuff that gets me really excited.
Favorite band, least favorite band?
favorite band right now is Def Leppard.
Yeah, love Def. So you're getting a return to the old days, huh?
Yeah.
You're going backwards.
I realized that I missed a lot.
You did. Well, you weren't alive.
Yeah.
So it's like, what can you do, man?
Exactly.
You ever heard of the Beatles? You're going to love these guys.
Yeah. No, they're awesome.
They're pretty good.
Def Leppard's cool because I think I grew up thinking that they were just in like a hair metal band, like akin to like Poison or like a bunch of other bands that are like super corny. But if you listen to the album Hysteria, it's pretty awesome. It's classic.
I understand you saying that you're inclined to think that they were maybe corny because of what you're maybe shown as a kid.
Yeah.
It's the same way I feel about Kiss.
Yeah.
Like I loathe Kiss.
Yeah.
But I do understand that there is a very significantly large group of people who are like, no, they made good music. I just hated the characters.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
It like pissed me off.
You know what? I think my 30s have taught me that like a lot of stuff that's been really popular for a long time is actually super awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, there's a reason for it.
Like Hawaii.
The state of Hawaii?
Yeah, fucking rocks.
Yeah, so you hated Hawaii.
I was just like, I didn't hate Hawaii, but I think I just like had an image in my mind. It's like, this is just where like white dudes go to play golf.
And that is true.
And yeah.
That is remarkably true.
And it's like maybe not going to be like the coolest place to go on vacation because it's not like super adventurous or out there or whatever. I don't know. I had like a cool guy thing about it.
Right.
And then I went to Hawaii for the first time last year, and I was like immediately like, "Damn, this is
you
the
regret all of
sickest
it.
place ever."
Yeah, that's kind of what happens.
I'm like, what else do rich people like? This is like I gotta like figure out. I don't know. Yeah.
What else do these rich people enjoy? I think I might enjoy some of this as well.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you in a year from now. He's gonna be flying private. He's like, I thought that was whack. It turns out it's awesome. Yeah. Not everything that rich people like is cool, but a lot of times when you dabble in the things that they do,
massively popular things.
it is massively popular. There's a reason. It's pretty incredible.
Disneyland is fun.
No, that one I'm gonna fight you on. Yeah. That one's insane. I'm not going there.
I love
I'm
it.
41 years old.
When's the last time you've been?
With my nieces a decade ago.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's
have to be
changed.
with a child to go to a thing like that.
Gotcha. I think a child would ruin my experience at a thing like that.
Interesting. That's good. Well, I'm glad you're going to have a kid with this new wifey.
Yeah.
You're going to love this, dude. They're going to fuck up all of your shit.
Yeah, maybe.
I hope you don't like anything that you own because it's theirs.
No, I don't like anything I own.
Good.
That's something about me, too. I don't have any stuff
No
that
possessions.
means fucking anything to me.
Good.
And that's cool. And I'm just really into hiking and, like, looking for shit outside, which I think is pretty good for, like, toddler
stuff, anything in the exploration world.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that and like see it through a new lens. You know?
I like that too.
Yeah.
I want to see I want to see this journey for you.
Yeah, sure.
Please share.
I'll document it on
Please share.
Instagram.
Yeah.
It'll be my whole life.
As you do.
Yeah.
Now, did you start making a living on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, and that was giving you the ability to jump ship?
It was kind of like I've always just like gone for the thing that I knew that could pay me. So the first thing was music. So I was like working that shit job, and then I was able to secure like an indie deal that I got an advance for, and the advance was only $17,000, but I was only making $31,000 at the time. So I was like, okay, I can irresponsibly leave, but I can leave and figure out how to make up the extra 12.
Right.
And so I left the job, and then COVID hit right away. And so then I was just like crashing at my friend's house through that. And then we were making TikTok videos every day. The TikTok thing blew up. And then as the 17 grand was sort of dwindling, ad deals started coming in.
Amazing.
And that was before like companies like really knew what was up with TikTok, which I think now they like maybe think like the juice isn't worth the squeeze. But in the early days, they were like kind of shelling it out.
Oh, well, yeah, they were because they were.
They didn't like know what it was.
They thought this was going to be the thing.
Yeah,
and it is to a degree. It's just now it's inundated. Now there's a lot of noise.
For sure,
too much noise.
But I hit it at the right time.
You did.
And then I signed at the talent agency right as I was doing it. So I actually had people like brokering those deals for me, which is really cool. It's so funny when you have someone else doing that for you, the person who is kind of just like, well, I guess we have to do it. I don't know. It just like legitimizes this thing in a way that's still totally fake, but
it's
like,
bullshit, but it's adult bullshit.
Exactly. So I started living off that. That sort of replaced the music thing, and then COVID started dwindling down, and then the music thing started hitting back up, and then I signed a major label deal, and then
Who's
signed
the label?
Capitol Records.
Oh, big.
Yeah,
big,
yeah.
Big building. Did it take you to the building?
No, the building was under construction.
What a
so-
crock of shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm happy about that because I don't like that. I don't like
Pomp
the,
and
the I don't like the
circumstance?
big conference room with like a bunch of
Don't say
23-year-olds.
Jews. Don't say it,
Yeah.
dude. Did you see him almost say it? He almost said it. I watched him almost say it. That's crazy.
23-year-olds.
Uh-huh, dude. Yeah, they
Christians.
like 23-year-olds. I get it, dude. Gross. Cut it out, dude.
Yeah,
This guy's fighting the Illuminati today. No, I get what you're saying. You don't like the whole show.
I don't.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Because I worked at ICM long enough to realize that it's meaningless.
Right.
You know.
We mean everything? Life.
Yeah.
Everything is pretty meaningless.
A lot of the showbiz stuff. I don't know. It's like disheartening to see how things work and why they work.
I think it's just because you're in this business, right? I would argue that all businesses are meaningless and bullshit.
Yeah.
You couldn't name me a business that your friends do that's worth anything unless it's helping humans.
Right.
Unless it's literally helping humans.
Yeah, if you get to the bottom of everything,
most things are bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Insurance is bullshit. Sales is bullshit. Marketing's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all just like a spinning wheel of capitalism unless you're helping humans.
Insurance, though, feels like bullshit going in. So at least you know.
Yeah, right. It's like Los Angeles.
No one's getting
we
their
don't
dreams
pretend
broken by like a bad job in
That's right.
insurance, you know?
Yeah, we don't pretend to not be fake. When someone's like, everyone in LA is fake, you're like, yeah, but you know that.
Yeah.
You know, LA is insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know going in, it's awful.
Yeah.
Big deal. Get over it.
Yeah.
Right?
How do you like living here?
It's dog shit.
Yeah.
No, I like it. No, dude, I've been here, like I said, for 20 years. And, my time has come to an end.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for a little bit too long now, but I have to have an exit strategy with my wife. Like, we're working out a way that we can leave.
Yeah.
Because people are like, just fucking move. You're like, well, if anything was that easy,
Right.
there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So like, I do think we put a timestamp on when we're gonna go, and we are gonna go eventually.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know, man. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust you. No, I think we don't know yet. We don't really know. We get pitched a lot of different stuff. We hunt for places. We have a few places we really, really like.
Where do you like?
I can't. Again, there's no chance I'll tell you, dude. I'll tell you. I'll tell you off camera where we like.
Sure.
But I just feel like there's just we want a super escape from this world because we've lived here for a while.
Yeah.
And I love LA. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big LA fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like I've taken a lot of rides and I'm kind of like, I know where this one goes.
Sure. Yeah.
So I kind of am ready for something a little bit different, a
Yeah.
little bit unique. But then again, I wake up, I walk the dog, and I drink a cup of coffee in the sun in the morning, and it's fucking rad.
Yeah.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah.
What did you say? A lot of things that are super popular turn out to be pretty fucking rad.
Yeah.
LA is, everyone hates on it, but you're like, it's pretty fucking rad.
Exactly.
You have the beach, you have the mountains, it's a short drive up through the canyons to get completely away. You can go out to the desert in an hour and a half. I mean, one day I went up to the mountains and then went down to the desert and had a snow sand day.
Nice.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And I know guys that do a snow surf day
Yeah.
where they go skiing in the morning and then they make it to, or no, vice versa. They surf in the morning and they ski by the afternoon.
Yeah. I mean, the access to everything is crazy.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It's better than Chicago in terms of weather-wise.
Yeah.
But Chicago has a lot more culture that I miss.
Yeah.
People, friendships, community,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah. The white people culture in Chicago is unparalleled.
The white people culture? Yeah.
There's no just like LA, like the black culture in LA.
Careful.
Insane. Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Awesome.
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Twice I thought he was going to go down a dark road there.
No. Korean culture, amazing. The Latino culture, awesome.
Yeah, there I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah. White people culture in LA specifically, not the best.
Well,
not
they don't
the
really
strongest.
have one here.
Right. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
everyone's
It's identityless.
a transplant. Right.
Yeah.
Everyone's so there is no right. What you're saying is what I hear PDUSA saying is that white lives matter is what he's saying. And he wants to bring it back to a white. Did you hear that? He said
No.
What he said was he wants a white dominated culture again to we will rise is what he said.
No, I'm just saying I appreciate all the all the different cultures in LA, but I'm not trying to like roll up and like blow up the spot like with my friends. You know what I mean?
There is
no one wants that.
There is
no one wants
white
me there.
culture here. Yes.
Yeah.
So the white culture in Chicago is what to you?
It's like the best sports culture I've ever seen.
Yes. Yeah.
Some of the best bar culture I've ever seen.
Correct.
and that's kind of it.
Yeah,
it's just
that's
watching
it.
sports and
Sports
getting
and
drunk.
drunk, yeah.
Well, like that's what else we got?
No, there's not much else to life, honestly. We
Yeah.
talked a little bit before the show.
That's fun.
We're not having anything to drink today. I have to dry out.
Yeah.
People, people are always, how come you don't have a cocktail on the show? Well, dude, I got to dry out sometimes.
Yeah.
And I had a little bit of a run in New York, and we had a little party with family, and one thing leads to another, and they own the bar, and it's like when they own the bar,
Yeah.
you're done. You're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
When someone owns the bar,
Yeah. New York is tough in particular because it's just like, I mean, it's so like
so accessible.
stimuli, like overload. Like I feel like, and the bars are so cool and they're like drawing you in and
Yeah.
it's so loud. I'm just like, you have to get really fucked up there like every night.
Yep.
And it's always with a meal. And so I just end up having acid reflux for like 11 days. And then
I got it right now.
Yeah. It's
I'm on
awful.
Tums, yeah.
And I just want to, I end up just like crawling out of there. I'm never leaving New York like wanting to stay.
Right.
Any longer.
That's why you can't have a morning flight from New York. You got to get an afternoon flight when you leave.
Yeah.
Because you need a couple extra hours of, let me pull my shit together.
Totally.
Yeah. Hangover flights are the worst thing in the world.
Oh, yeah. Big
Having to
time.
fly hungover. I've had to do that from Chicago a couple of times.
Yeah.
Just really awful.
Yeah.
Really awful.
Yeah. Started to get really heady about it too. Not until now did I start thinking about how absolutely insane flying is. Just like being in an airplane.
Yeah.
It's really nuts.
It's absurd, yeah.
And I can't believe people have been doing it for that long and not really talking about how crazy it is. Like in the 60s. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
so
also,
normal, but
also,
it's so
you're thinking
not
about
normal.
a time when like there was way more accidents,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that was the most ballsy shit. When you used to fly back in the day, it was a little bit more of like a, we'll see.
It just doesn't make sense. The whole thing doesn't make sense. I don't know. It's been kind of tripping me out.
From a scientific point of view, it does make perfect sense. Yeah. Right. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I've flown a paper airplane
Yeah, you
before.
get it. You get it. You understand lift. And
Yeah,
you get that. But I get it.
It's fucking like
Hurtling
this
through
thing is
time.
heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. How does it stay up?
Yeah.
How does a boat float? I get it.
Yeah.
I get what wrecks your brain.
Yeah. But then
Wait till you see Mission Impossible. It's
I
gonna
pretend
fucking-
like I'm on a literal spaceship and that the air is just we're in space, which is technically
You are.
true.
Do you smoke weed?
Yeah.
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 I got it.
Yeah.
In here, we pour whiskey.
Hey, if you're like me and you want to add a little skin in the game while you're watching sports, download PROPHETX today. A lot of people out there are putting a little bit of coinage on the gaming world, and why not it be you? PROPHETX offers the best prices, so no matter what team you love or hate, or whatever awful franchise your dad brainwashed you into liking, the PROPHETX is the app to get your picks in with. PROPHETX is a peer-to-peer exchange available in over 40 states, including California, where I am right now. And that is very important because peer-to-peer is so much better than playing a machine or a bot or someone overseas, and you don't know what's going on with that stuff. This is peer-to-peer, okay? And on this exchange, you'll always get the best odds. You can even play completely for free. That's right, for those of you that don't want to really risk it. Play for free, feel it out. If you're feeling spicy, go ahead and put something down. Download that PROPHETX now. Download PROPHETX right now. Use the promo code WHISKEY to get up to $200 in profit cash. If you're ready to put a little bit of something while you're watching those people you love in your local hometown play the sport that they do, gotta be vague here, like me. I'm a Bears fan, Bulls fan, a Cubs fan, Blackhawks fan. I'm not telling you what to do or who to play for, okay? Do whatever you want to do, but download the PROPHETX now and use promo code WHISKEY to get up to $200 in profit cash now. We all need credit, whether you like it or not, and it's hard. And building credit can be difficult. Maintaining it can be even harder. And I'm telling you, when I was a young lad, I needed help so bad, and I wish that KICKOFF was available then. KICKOFF is great. KICKOFF can help you build, maintain, and keep your credit rolling, all right? With over 1 million users and hundreds of thousands of positive reviews, there's a reason why KICKOFF is the #1 credit builder on the App Store. You can start building credit immediately for just $1 for your first month. AutoPay helps you build credit while you sleep. You never worry about missing a payment. Sign up in minutes from your phone. No credit check. You can cancel at any time, all right? And users with credit under 600 grew an average of 84 points in their first year with on-time payments. That's huge. With transparent, affordable plans starting at just $5 a month. $5 per month. And no hidden fees, no zero interest. KICKOFF helps you score big when it comes to credit. It's simple. You make on-time payments, credit bureaus see good behavior, and your credit can grow fast. All right? You need it, whether you're making a big purchase in life or you're just preparing yourself for whatever comes down the pipeline. If it's a car, it's a house, it's a, it's a whatever. It's a baby, it's a change in life. Life be changing. Why not be prepared? Start building credit with Kickoff today. Must sign up via getkickoff.com/whiskey to activate offer. Offer applies to new Kickoff customers first month only, subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Average first year credit score impacted plus 84 points. Vantage score 3.0 between January 2023 and January 2024 for Kickoff credit account users who started with a score below 600, who paid on time, and who had no delinquencies or collections added to their credit profile during that period. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score. Individual results may vary. This episode of Whiskey Ginger is brought to you by BetterHelp. I must tell you about BetterHelp. You've heard about it a lot. We've talked about it a lot. And I got to tell you, I am someone who believes in getting help. You need to speak to somebody. Whether you're going through something major or minor, it always helps to talk to someone to get through something, to really, connect with someone that can help you get out your real feelings. A lot of times we hide them, we push them down, and we just don't feel like anyone's going to understand us. Well, BetterHelp is here to help. It's helped me. With over 35,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. They've served over 5 million people globally. All right, it works. App Store rating 4.9 out of 5. Pretty good. Convenient. Join a session with a therapist at any time. Click a button. Help you fit therapy into your busy life, your schedule. Plus, switch therapists at any time whatsoever. You need to talk it out. And why not talk it out with BetterHelp, right? As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. You can do this, like I said, from the comfort of your home, your car, your office, your break room, your bathroom, your backyard, a friend's house. You're on vacation. Can't do it from a plane, though. Wouldn't recommend it. But talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/whiskey. That is BetterHelp, better HELP.com/whiskey.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Do you get high before you fly?
No. I get high by myself at night. And
Wife no smoke.
No, she doesn't. No.
Me, wife no smoke.
Yeah.
So you smoke alone.
Yeah.
And does she enjoy that part of your life, or is that something that's like, you do that, I don't like it?
It's no, it's fine.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Makes no difference.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't change you as a person.
No.
And it doesn't.
No.
Do you smoke every day?
When I have it, I'm kind of just like, if something's right in front of me, I'll do it.
Right.
But if it's not in front of me, then I'll forget that it exists.
I love that. This sounds like an AA meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's in front of me, I'm going to consume it. There's no doubt, whether it's drugs or alcohol. I understand this feeling.
Kind of true. I mean,
if it's right there, it's tough.
With drugs and stuff too, it's just like this is easy in LA because LA for me is not a party town.
No, it's not. Well, you have to go make it a party town.
Exactly.
It's not inherently a party town.
Exactly. And I don't make things a party. Like I don't seek it out. But if the party is right in front of me,
it's got to come to you.
Whatever it is, I'll usually do it.
Anything.
Not anything.
What do you say no to?
I would say no to doing heroin for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah, we have it. We thought.
Yeah.
We didn't know. I saw the shirt. I was like, he's gonna be down.
Oh no.
But he's not, dude.
No.
Yeah, H is tough. I don't think you're getting past H a lot. I've never been to a party where someone's like, dude, you want to ride?
No.
You want to catch the horse?
I think doing prescription painkillers recreationally was a really, really popular thing. And
those are opioids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
pretty similar.
So I've done that before, but I reacted negatively to being high on narcotics, which is really great for me. But I couldn't pee when I was on Vicodin. Like it would paralyze my bladder.
Really?
Yeah. I just couldn't do it. So I was like, no matter how good I feel, I'm not dealing with this.
You felt like you had to pee, but you couldn't pee?
Yeah.
Wow.
I literally I think my urethra was paralyzed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good name for a band. Yeah. Paralyzed urethra.
Yeah.
What's up? We're Paralyzed Urethra.
Yeah.
What's up, Waukegan?
But I do think it's a blessing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get you away from that.
Yeah, totally.
So not every day smoke weed, but every day.
Every day that I have it.
Yeah, so that's every day.
Every night. Yeah.
Every night
that I have it.
No edibles?
No, because I like to have control.
Me too.
Through mechanisms, vessels that just make sense to me.
Right.
You know, just I'll take 3, and I'll just take 3 hits of a joint and blast off. I don't have a high tolerance for that or anything.
No one does anymore. The weed is made joking with, it's comical at this point.
Yeah.
It's so absurd. When I was a kid, I used to be able to smoke a joint to myself, and that was a fun thing to do.
For sure.
If I smoke a whole joint to myself now,
yeah.
I'm in a bad way.
Well, it's also something happened where it's when I would smoke weed in high school, the only thing that you have to worry about are just your parents and the cops, and you don't have enough knowledge to know how weird the world is to like
Right.
freak you out. And then this thing happens where you just like learn about shit and you smoke weed as an adult, and you get really high, and you start worrying about everything. You start worrying about your parents and the cops in a completely different existential way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because my dad is a cop. Then it gets even
Oh,
more
yeah,
scary.
yeah.
No, he's not. He's not a cop.
But
No,
it's just, you
but
know,
you're
it's just
right.
like,
Well,
there's more things to be.
When you're young,
feel
you're
weird
afraid
about.
of parents and cops.
Your
and
world
when you're
is so
older,
small.
you think about how do airplanes fly.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Physics and mechanisms, and so much could go wrong.
Yeah.
That plane just crashed in India.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Nuts.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
That's-
And one guy lived.
Yeah.
Did you see that guy?
I did.
He looked fine.
Yeah.
It was kind of wild. I was like, this guy does not look like he got into a plane fucking crash.
Yeah. I
He
don't
was
know.
speaking coherently. He was by the exit door, and one. How guilty would you feel if you're the only guy that lived?
Guilty. I don't know if guilty is the right.
Guilt wouldn't weigh
feeling.
heavy on you. That like, why you? Why did you have to? Why did you get to live and everybody had to die?
For some reason, that doesn't pop up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're super self-indulgent.
Yeah.
So
I
self-involved.
think I
huh?
would just be so freaked out in general that I don't think I would be capable of feeling a actual feeling.
Of guilt because you survived. No,
Yeah.
because survivor's guilt. You know, this is a real thing.
Yeah, for sure. I've
People
heard
feel
I've heard
awful
about
when
it.
they get in a car accident and someone else dies and they live.
You know, who's to say? Who's to say?
You are. You can.
Yeah.
I would feel awful. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
believe I was dead.
Yeah,
I believe
he
that
died.
was my brain processing death.
I already believe
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
You think you're dead?
Yeah.
I've never seen you more alive.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Why
for
do you
me to
think you
hear.
died already?
Um,
Because life is so good that you can't believe it?
sometimes
Yeah.
I think that like my life was going real bad, and
It was going real bad?
yeah. Just
Like you mean work, you shitty
just
job?
I couldn't get out of this fucking like rut that I was in,
Mm.
and I was like I'd committed to that. You know, I
You
was
were going to
like,
be a rut guy.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just like I'm gonna be a loser forever.
It's kind of rad though too.
A little bit,
There's
yeah.
something cool
I think
about
the
that.
acceptance of it kind of turned me around. But I got COVID really bad, like one of the first cases of anyone that I knew, like straight up like January before it was like.
Before it was a hit?
Yeah, before it was
Yeah.
a hit.
Yeah, you liked that band before anybody else knew it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had it for like 10 days. And there was certain times when I was going to bed and I was like, I'm not going to wake up. Man, that's fine.
Oh, you think like you were going to die?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
and like we weren't, it wasn't in the news. I wasn't talking about it. No one was talking about it.
You just felt so sick.
I just felt so sick. Like
Yeah.
could not, I was like, this is something different. But I didn't know what it was.
Right.
And then I got over it. And then my life started going great.
Wow.
Great. So I think there is part of me that thinks I may have like died in my sleep and like shifted timelines or whatever.
Or it's exactly what you needed to get you back on track.
Totally.
Thank you, China.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
say that into the camera?
Thank you, China.
Thank you, China, for all that you've done for us. You
Yeah.
scared us into oblivion, and you gave PD USA a career.
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
You should go pay homage. You should
Yeah.
go back to.
COVID was a big win for me.
COVID was a big W.
Oh my God.
A lot of people took a loss. You took a big win.
Big time. Nothing like it was everything. It was everything.
Damn, repping Wuhan hard, dude. Huh?
I don't
Shout
know.
out Wuhan.
I'm a real like distracted, like thought loopy, neurotic guy that's just really affected by my environment.
Right.
And so it's like as soon as I knew like what it was gonna be, and like what was gonna happen, and it was gonna be like that for a while, and just like quiet, and everyone's kind of staying inside, no one's going to work. I was kind of like, oh damn, I'm gonna like absolutely crush this.
You were stoked for that.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, it did
Yeah.
help. I mean, it helped. You know, me and Bobby Lee's show Bad Friends grew because of COVID, because
Yeah.
people were at home. People were watching it.
Yeah.
People were just inside, and we were providing another form of entertainment. Like,
Yeah.
just like what you did. It was like, here's a form of entertainment you can watch every single week to get through a shitty week if you're having a shitty week.
Right,
And we
yeah.
did it to kind of keep ourselves entertained.
Yeah.
It was like him and I wanted to do a project together, and then we were just like, well, great, we can just do this the whole time that we can't go work anyway.
Right.
So we might as well create new entertainment on the internet.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, it worked, you know. So I also thank Wuhan. Thank you, Wuhan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wuhan.
Yeah.
Very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, be honest, as a Chicago boy,
Mm-hmm.
you see these, look at these
Cool.
couple, isn't that nice?
It's the best. I think
Chicago?
it's the best flag.
It's the best
period.
flag of all the flags.
Yeah.
It's the greatest flag.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of white in it.
Yeah.
It's
No.
No. That's Trump said that. I didn't say any of that shit. It is such a great city. Although the never-ending debate, this asinine debate about deep dish pizza. Mm-hmm. Do you like it?
I do very
Yeah,
much.
see,
Yeah.
Do you do like tavern style pizza? Do you know? Square cut, round tavern style, thin crust. That's Chicago. That's actually Chicago.
That's
pizza.
Chicago. I mean, I'm like Lou Malnati's, and I like
You're a big Lou's guy.
Yeah,
No
that's-
Giordano's for you. Right.
Lou's all the way.
And then Pizzeria Uno. Pizza Uno was the thing that everyone kind of pushed on me outside of Chicago. People would ask about it. I was like, we didn't even like that shit as a kid.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't even
get
give a
the-
fuck about it.
I get the same thing.
It was in the frozen aisle.
Yeah.
That's how I saw it in my mind.
These days it's Lou's or Pequot's and like that. That
Pequod's
seems
is
to be
the
the
best.
debate.
Well, Pequod's you can get tavern style pizza.
Yeah.
But you never get it. You like the deep.
I like the deep.
You
dish,
like to go
yeah.
deep. Well,
I
you're
do.
skinny. You could handle it.
Yeah.
Wait till you get fat, dude. Wait till you become a fat, lazy dad.
I'm trying to. I've been trying to put on weight my entire life. I just started taking creatine
That's cute, dude.
and using ChatGPT to work out.
What is it telling you?
Everything good. It's fucking awesome.
You're
It's
just
getting
saying,
me
tell
so
me what to
dialed.
do today,
Yeah.
and then it tells you what
I
to
told
do.
him my goal is like what I want. I was like, I want to get to like 170 by like X amount of time. And this is what like I've kind of been doing. Like how should I like dial in my routine? And it's got me on a 6-day-a-week regimen, and I'm sore, and it's working.
So you're working out every day.
6 days a week. Yeah.
That's almost every day.
Yeah.
Give or take. I mean, God's day, you got to take off. Because you're
Yeah.
going to church every Sunday, yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do 3 on, 3 on, 1 off.
3 on, 1 off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And are you doing cardio? Are you doing weightlifting? What are you doing?
Weightlifting, like a push day, pull day, and then a leg day. and
Damn,
then
dog,
off.
you're doing it.
Yeah.
Somebody
Well,
wants to be buff daddy, huh?
Because I trust the fucking AI.
You trust the AI.
I really do.
That's how it begins.
It's doing me right.
You think this is potentially dangerous for our future, or this is all good? Who cares?
Sure.
Yeah.
But like I can't do anything about it, so I might as well just get my body right, you know.
I know. I had the same conversation with my physical therapist this morning. We
Mm-hmm.
talked about this when we were working out. I was like, because he's like, why did you just search that? You could just ask ChatGPT. And I thought,
Mm.
I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm doing analog.
I'm
I can't go digital yet. I just can't go all the fucking way. Something about it scares me. I mean, I know it's real. It's already here. I can't. But there's something about it. It's like saying, I know I can do nothing about it.
yeah.
But my little part makes me happy, right? Okay, how about this? You're never gonna change the climate. You know when somebody's like, climate change is real and
Yeah.
global warming, and you're like, sure, dude.
Right.
You'd have to talk to fucking ExxonMobil to help out.
Yeah.
You'd have to stop the trillions of pounds of waste that are being foisted into the air.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna change it.
Yeah.
But I still fucking recycle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about ChatGPT. I'm like, I know it's already there, but it's like I still don't want to do it. I'm still not in.
I think I'm like, this is so obviously not. This is it. It's over.
This is you don't think it's over?
Oh no, I think like life.
yeah, we're
life
done.
is over. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm just gonna like get like really good at cooking and try and get jacked.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, honestly, that's genuinely, I get
Yeah,
it.
I'm texting it like 18 times a day about like I was just like I'm gonna get smart. I'm gonna do all the things that I was never able to do because like I have like a learning disability or whatever.
You do.
Oh yeah, school was not good for me.
What was your what was your disability?
Just I don't know. I just like needed extra time on shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, never officially diagnosed.
Let's do it today.
Yeah.
Give
sure.
me a learning disability test. No, come on.
Yeah.
He looked up for a hot second. McCone was like, "Ooh, we've done stuff like this before."
I was taking math in like in the basement with the emotionally disturbed kids.
Now, were you emotionally disturbed, or you just didn't absorb knowledge as well?
I just didn't absorb knowledge as well.
But you seem like a super well-adjusted adult.
Sure, yeah.
So this didn't affect you in a negative way.
I just think whatever intelligence that school requires, like I don't have that like specific.
Me
brand.
neither. I wasn't good in school,
yeah.
but you have, but you're very articulate and you are intelligent. So clearly, this is the problem with school in America in general, and I can only speak for America. I was so fucking bad in school, and they would always say the same thing. I don't know if this applies to you. They would say, "Man, if he could just focus his energy,
Yeah.
he'd be good."
Yeah.
But I wanted to make stuff or talk about stuff or fuck with shit. I wanted to like feel something.
Yeah.
And I felt like school was without feeling. It felt numb. School was very numb.
Yeah.
But like when I disrupted the class and told a story that I heard or I did something
Yeah.
to like energize people, that gave me life, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Did they put you on like Adderall or anything?
No, it's interesting. They tried, right? My mother refused.
Same.
Yeah, my mom was like, I don't want my kid on some bullshit.
God bless him.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a fucking too much of a kid.
Yeah.
Some kids are quiet. Some kids are rambunctious. Some, like, some kids are fat. Some kids are skinny. Like, I think the idea that everyone should be the same, and by the way, this is a very philosophical conversation because I think this applies to adulthood as well. The
Yeah.
idea that we should all think and feel the same about everything is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We shouldn't.
Yeah.
Politically, socially, economically, whatever you want to feel.
Yeah.
I think I may not like how you feel.
Yeah.
But I don't like this idea that we should all feel one way about it. Like, we all agree that's wrong, right? It's like,
Oh, no.
What do you mean? Unless it's fucking so extreme.
Right.
Murder. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, well, and by the way, what did the guy do to deserve it?
Right.
What did he do to deserve it? Mm-hmm. Could you ever murder?
No.
Never.
Which is good because
What if somebody hurt your wife?
I don't think I could murder.
No way. Someone attacked your wife, and he got up in your face and he goes, "What are you gonna do about it, Petey USA?"
Oh yeah, I'd murder him.
There it is. I knew. I was waiting for it, dude.
Yeah.
I was hoping he would say that.
Yep.
All right. Well, I hope that never happens to you. I hope you never have to encounter somebody who hurts your wife so much that you have to murder them.
I hope so too.
But if you do murder somebody, will I help you get out of it?
I don't know.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Basement brothers got to stick together, dude.
That makes me feel better.
I never had this experience that you're having, but I did have friends that were in this world. Mm-hmm. And all I saw them as was people that hated school.
Yeah. Well,
like,
I
these
think
guys
you just hate the things that you're bad at as a kid. And
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know. I couldn't wake up at 7
6
o'clock and
yeah.
start learning math at fucking 8 o'clock while I got 4 hours of sleep. You know.
Even if I got 8 hours of sleep, I fucking hate math.
Yeah.
What if I hate math?
Yeah.
That's like the first question every kid should be like, so what if I hate math?
Yeah.
Mrs. Miller, what if I fucking hate math?
Yeah.
Isn't that okay?
Right.
And the idea, this is such a cliche joke, but when I was a kid, in the early 1800s, the big joke was always, well, you better learn your multiplication and division and blah blah. You're not gonna have a calculator in your pocket all day.
Yeah.
The fuck I'm
I
not.
got way more than that now.
Now I
We
got something that's gonna teach me how to
ChatGPT.
cook and
Yeah.
get jacked.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Miss Miller.
I mean,
you didn't know shit, bitch.
Back to the
Rest in peace. She
AI
died, by the
thing.
way. Miss Miller's gone. She's way gone. Rest in peace.
I feel good now because it's just like I've been able to make a career out of the creative shit and kind
Yeah.
of like going outside the box and like the normal regiment and stuff. But I always would get frustrated with myself by not being able to do the normal path type
Sure.
shit. What's really nice now is that I can just like ask AI a bunch of questions on how to like be a normal person. And
You're doing pretty fine.
and it makes me feel real good.
How to be normal by AI.
Yeah. How to fucking cook and how to like grocery shop and like how to
But don't
do
you
all
think
these things.
being abnormal is kind of a good quality? It's probably why you're so artistic,
Yeah. for
right? So
sure.
you want some of that abnormality to stay. You don't want to normalize yourself to where you're like an average guy who does the average thing.
No,
'cause
but
that's-
just basic survival stuff. I'm talking about like I couldn't like go grocery shopping. Like
don't know
I
how
get
to do-
overwhelmed. I get
Ah.
like what I mean, stuff that like I need like lists made for me and I need calendars and I need like structure in order to like do day-to-day tasks.
I understand this is, but that's good that people exist and things exist to do that. You have a manager?
I've got a manager for sure, but even like day-to-day like life admin stuff, like I would frustrate people around me by just like not being able to like take care of myself in like a normal way. So I don't even like asking too many questions. Like I would always ask questions first, figure it out later.
Ask away.
And now I'm just asking ChatGPT.
Let's hear. Ask me something.
When did Donnie Darko come out? The movie
In October.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
October.
thought it was September.
You thought it was
11th.
September 11th. Yeah.
I went my whole life believing that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's
Well, one of the things they had to change the marketing because it was all about the plane crash and stuff. So it screwed it over in the box office. 'Cause
Gotcha.
Nobody wanted it. It already had a limited release because it released in January at Sundance, and then it got a wide release on October 26th.
So September 11th did fuck with it.
So Denver Lemon did fuck with it because when it initially premiered, it got some good hype, and then when it got people didn't distribute.
turns
it well.
out
Cool.
September 11th fucked with a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a good point in our history. And every time I go to New York and I see the One World Trade Center, I do think of what the imagery was like when there was 2 buildings, and I don't think 1 was enough. We should have built 2 again.
Yeah.
Why don't we build 2?
I don't know.
You built 1 to make up for 2?
Those are
That means they win.
yeah. Yeah.
They won. We should have built 3. We should have built fucking 3.
Totally.
Actually, we should have built two small ones, one big one, and then two on the other side. Just a big middle finger.
Yeah.
Right? Pointed right back at them to say, try it again, bitch.
It's never been more obvious that in the aftermath of September 11th, the big winners were the Middle East.
The big winners.
Yeah.
The big winners.
Yeah. It's
They
clear as day.
Clear as day. George W. Bush. Thank you, Dougie.
Yeah.
Please hit the link below for George W. Bush's 9/11 paintings we're selling. Code is whiskey. Have you seen Bush's paintings, by the way? You know he's a big painter. Do you know about this?
That was a thing. He paints dogs, right?
He likes dogs.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, that's so funny. What's the first thought I had? What's the first thought I had about paintings of dogs? Come on. You should know. You're a film guy. This dog's looking that.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you want with me?
What do you want with that? The guy looking this way, the dog's looking this way. You know what this is? Goodfellas. There's a great painting. There's a great painting in the scene in Goodfellas. Anyway.
I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
That movie, perfect movie. Departed, perfect movie. Just rewatched The Town.
The Town.
Bad movie.
Didn't like it.
Doesn't add up. I used to like it. I actually was like, this movie's awesome. I remember as a kid rewatched it. It's bad.
Well, you know what it's like? It's gratuitous.
Yeah.
Which I think is part of the point of it.
Yeah.
Right. The storyline itself.
Uh-huh.
Right. Yeah. Not great. You're right.
And like Ben Affleck's vibe, I just like didn't buy him as like
a tough guy gangster.
A tough guy gangster that's also just like really sensitive, and then just like also kills people. I don't know. It just the whole thing like didn't work.
I understand.
There was one scene where like the love interest, the girl, was just like, what happened with your mom? And he opens the story with just be like, it was the sound that woke me up. It just like tries to be all like storytellery about it. It was just like, this guy wouldn't do that. He would just be like, my mom left. I don't know. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Yeah.
And I get it. Ben is actually a big fan of the show. What is that? Is that Putin?
It's one of Bush's. Bush paints a lot of people.
Bush paints Putin as well. And who is that left him? Is that Ellen DeGeneres? Can you imagine he paints like dictators and then Ellen? He just puts up fucking a bunch of old dictators and then also Ellen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand The Town is not your vibe. Departed, very, very good, though.
I mean, I could watch that movie every day.
Best character in The Departed, who?
Leo.
Really?
That's how I want to die, yeah.
You don't think it's Frank Costello?
No. Leo, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't think it's Frank?
I think it's Leo, for sure.
Wow, you think Leo's a better actor?
Oh, no. But I just think he's a good character.
She felt funny.
She felt funny. I think he's so good in that movie. That's probably one of the best movies I think he's ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Leo's good, but Leo's very Leo in that movie.
Yeah.
And I guess the reason I like the depiction of Frank Costello is that Jack just did something so different in that movie. It was really weird. It was, like he was comical. When he was making fun of the priests in that scene when he slides them it's just, there's something about he was so not how he usually is that I loved it. Leo's pretty consistently Leo. He's the best actor probably of our generation.
But a lot of people do say that is a turning point in Leo's career. Like, before that, he was more pretty boy, and after that, he's the more...
Yeah, but he was still a pretty tough boy, dude. He was still a hot guy who was tough.
I like Leo in that movie because I think about the character and the stakes of his life. Like, when I get, like, really nervous because I get stage fright.
You do?
Oh, big time.
So before you go out in front of a big crowd, you get nervous?
Yeah.
How big? What have you played?
I played stadiums. I've played in front of 60,000 people opening for Blank before.
Does that fuck you up?
Oh, yeah, big time. It all fucks me up. And it hasn't gotten better.
Even the tiny ones?
Yeah, the tiny ones are worse because they're like, it's just people right in front of me.
What do you do to curb the anxiety?
I think about Leo in The Departed and the type of stakes in his life and how nervous he must have been all the time. And then I think about my situation and I feel like a pussy in a way that's motivating.
Yeah.
And good.
You're not a pussy.
Thank you.
You're human.
Thanks, yeah.
Next time you get nervous, ask ChatGPT how you should deal with it.
Oh, I do, yeah.
What does it say?
I
ask it right now.
I asked it last night. I was just like, am I peeing too much?
Am I peeing too much?
Yeah, at night. I was like, how do I deal with this?
How many times do you pee a night?
Like twice. Enough to like fuck up my whole night.
You wake up twice to pee?
Yeah.
And stop drinking water before 10 p.m.?
I don't know. Well, this creatine is making me piss a lot.
Oh, creatine will make you pee a lot.
Yeah. But I asked it to how to deal with it and it gave you some pretty good steps. It was just like, it's not a big deal. A lot of people deal with this. Don't worry about it. It's all in your head.
Yeah.
here's a couple steps, which is nice.
Stop being a bitch.
Yeah,
That's basically what it said.
Kind of, yeah,
Chill
but in a
out.
very tender way.
So does it speak to you? Do you have it talk to you?
No, I just have it.
I like the ones that talk. I think that's even scarier.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
It's coming.
For sure. I'm not worried about it. I'm excited.
You're excited to invest in the future.
Yeah.
And good for you, dude. Yeah. This is the end, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go both ways. I'm gonna go all in on AI, and then also just like get rid of have a disconnect from material goods, like live out in the woods, but also have AI.
Live out in the woods with AI.
Yeah, and just get rid of the center.
It's like I want to live in the woods, but I need fiber.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I get it. You're gonna need good Wi-Fi if you're gonna use AI in the woods.
That's true.
See, I understand this getting away thing. In fact, I do think all these years we mocked bunker people, doomsday people.
Yeah.
Now more than ever,
I'm about it.
They're real.
Yeah.
25 years ago, I was like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Now you're like, hey, where's that bunker again?
Yeah.
I might want to go.
Do you feel like shit's like way fucked up right now, like more than it's ever been, or do you just feel like that's kind of the news and it's just like
I think this is the
Instagram
same as ever. I think the internet gives us more weight to things that are happening. I mean, here's the biggest joke of all is like, the LA riots that were happening downtown because of this King's protest, all this, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah.
Right. It's an inflated storyline. It's media, so it's going to be bigger than you think. But but meanwhile, right on the other side of the world, there's like true war bombs, like
that's the shit.
Death all day long.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just kind of crazy that you're like this isn't as real as we think it is. Which means, my point being, it's always been this fucked up.
Right.
You just have to see. You have to see it now. So, By the way, while there's bombs being dropped and people dying, someone is still going down a slide somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
Like somewhere someone is on a kid is on a swing.
Yeah.
And somewhere someone is sitting on a surfboard, stoned, ready for the morning ride.
Yeah.
And someone else is at a funeral. So it's like the world is always collapsing.
Yeah.
But it's also renewing.
Yeah.
And the birth rates are low, which means we are going to die out, which is kind of sick. We started the end.
Yeah.
It's cool to watch.
I don't know about that part.
You don't know about that?
No.
Yeah, the birth rates are very low. In fact, I think we're reaching like Japan and maybe it's China or Japan has like the lowest birth rate they've had in a long, long time. Our birth rates are down. It's pretty. I think it's supposed to be pretty scary, so they say, right? What is it about? China's birth rates are bad?
I mean, it looks like a lot of China, U.S., they're all down.
Yeah, they're all way down.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, this is dangerous. This is why you should be impregnating your spouse.
Okay.
Please, dude, get out of here. Go do it now.
Cool.
Think about this show while you're doing it later.
Wait, do you have a kid?
No kids.
No kids?
No kids. No kids. I don't have a penis. I cut it off 6 or 7 months ago. It's actually framed in the office there. You know how Notre Dame football players, they hit that sign, play like a champion?
Yeah.
Everyone's supposed to hit the penis on the way into the
That's
studio.
Cool. I'm jealous. I think that's where my pee thing comes from. Like sometimes, like, do I actually have to pee or do I just have a penis?
You just have a penis, and sometimes it needs to it's trying to talk. Sometimes it just wants to have a conversation. Penises get lonely too, bud.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, 100%.
Cool. Say this. Plug this album that's going to come out because this show we'll try to parallel it on when the album drops. And what's the name of the album, by the way?
The album's called The Yips.
The Yips.
Yeah.
Wow, why is it called The Yips?
It's just it's the sports term when you just lose your cognitive ability to do something that you've always been able to do, and you just fucking lose it mentally.
Do you think many people in your fan base would understand where that comes from?
Totally.
Okay, rad.
Yeah. Oh, I'm big depressed white guy. Those are my guys.
Sick, yeah. Yeah, that's
in
great.
their 30s.
Because you don't like golf. I heard that at the beginning.
I don't like golf, but I mean I love baseball.
Golf is a big term. Yips is a huge term in golf.
Yeah.
When you have the yips when you're chipping, you like stall before you hit the ball.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It doesn't. Your brain. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I can't believe I can't do this thing that I've always done before.
For sure. So I'm kind of like taking that concept and just applying it to general life vibes. And we kind of like created this like world in a bar. It's supposed to be like a northern Wisconsin bar, like up near like Rhinelander area.
Scotty bars.
Yeah,
man.
the best. And so it's like the place that you go to when you have the yips and you get drunk by yourself and try and get yourself out of it. And so it's like a weird, sad, also cathartic world.
Cool.
It's fun. Yeah.
You like getting drunk by yourself?
No. The last time I did that was 2 months ago, and then I decided to stop drinking for 2 months.
Good.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep it going because you're working out.
Exactly.
You want to see how in shape and healthy you can get, and then have a kid.
Yeah.
And then how out of shape and unhealthy you can get when you have a kid.
Sure.
It's kind of the goal.
Sure.
That's the American dream. Even ChatGPT would agree with me.
Definitely. Yeah.
You'll get fat.
Yeah.
You'll eat what they eat.
Yeah.
You won't have time for exercise or creative activities.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to hear. It sounds like permission. Which is cool.
Get fat.
Yeah.
Fuck math.
Yeah.
Get fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is the future is cleaning out ourselves a little bit more. I think we got to do that in bigger spouts.
Yeah.
You know, I need to do it for sure.
Big time.
I think that's where the yips come from, by the way.
Totally.
I think they come from just clogging our system up with bullshit.
Totally.
And your clear mind won't allow it.
You got the Chicago thing too, where it's just like I don't think there's a region in the world that celebrates poisoning yourself as much as
they're great at
Chicago. Yeah.
Wisconsin's pretty close. Minnesota's not far off. I think everywhere in the Midwest, because we dealt with such terrible winters.
Yeah.
And it's not just the weather. It's also like communally, the culture is drown yourself.
Yeah, totally.
It's a little bit like cultural.
And eat a lot of red meat.
Yeah.
And it's healthy.
It's healthy to eat red meat, dude.
Yeah.
It is, sure. Yeah. The idea that we know we don't know.
Right.
But we're all going to die very soon of something much more tragic than we could ever imagine.
Yeah, cool.
You know what I mean? And who cares, dude? Speed up the rock.
Exactly.
Wouldn't it be a bummer, though, if the rock hits us, but it only hits it decimates only so much of the world, but doesn't take out everybody?
Yeah.
What a bummer.
I don't know.
I don't wanna be
Sometimes I
alive
watch
if
movies like 28 Days Later, and I'm like a little bit jealous of like, all we got to do is survive. Like that's the type of assignment that I feel like I'm pretty good at.
You just said you had to ask ChatGPT for like normal stuff, though.
Yeah, but normal stuff like how to interact with like modern society.
But you said grocery shopping and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's no grocery shopping in the apocalypse.
I know, but then you're going to have to kill and eat things, and you just said murder is not a part of your DNA.
I guess
unless
you're
someone's threatening your wife.
But I am good at hiding and staying in a very uncomfortable space for a very long time. I can do that. I can be uncomfortable for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Anne Frank.
Yeah.
Pulling out the old Anne Frank on us. Where's Petey?
guess.
He's Anne Franking it.
Yeah.
Petey, come down and help us kill something already. Yeah. I'm Franken. Leave me alone.
I suppose so.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Name your next album Anne Frank.
Okay.
Do it, dude.
Can
you imagine the sales?
I think it would make a splash. It would give me some press. No one covers my shit.
Someone should cover your shit.
Thank you.
Best cover song ever.
Best cover song ever.
Yeah, what's the best cover song?
Like potential or like the cover version of a song?
Give me either, but I was saying like the best cover of a song for you.
Best cover of a song is Pete Townshend's live cover of Save It for Later by the English Beat.
Save It for Later.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's incredible.
You think it's perfect.
I think it's perfect. I think it's better. I think it's better than the original.
Which is my favorite that's the next album. Better than the original.
Sure. Oh, I actually would do that.
That's a rad name.
Okay, that's
because
great.
it is, some things are better than the original. Yeah. I will say, what were you gonna say?
What are your favorite covers?
My favorite, I would say I go through phases. There's a lot of them, but I would say Nirvana's In Bloom. Is that what you're referring to? Oh, is that what you're referring to?
Oh, yeah.
Album covers.
I thought you were talking about
I thought you were talking about covers of songs.
I am.
Oh.
I am. I was about to finish it, but I thought that's what you were referring to, me saying. Nirvana's song In Bloom, Sturgill Simpson.
Oh,
that's a great,
and it's maybe one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my entire life. In fact, this is lore, but I don't know how true this is because I'm gonna tell the story incorrectly. But apparently, because Frances Bean, that's her name, Kurt's daughter, owns the rights to the music.
Oh.
Apparently, they don't license out any of his shit. They don't want anybody else to do it. And I guess whether or not this is true, it just sounds beautiful. But I guess Sturgill loved that song, and I either had reached out prior or the other way around and had said that I want to make the song, and I know they don't put stuff out, but then he made the song and then gave it to her, just gave it to her to be like a gift, so to speak. Like, I don't care if it ever comes out, but like I wanted to make this because I love it so much, and then she allowed it to be put out on his album. That may or may not be totally true. There may be pieces of it on the internet that could find the truth of that, but I love that version of the story.
Yeah.
And whether or not that's true, what I can say is true is Nirvana songs are not widely covered.
Right.
You do not hear a lot of Nirvana songs. So I do not. I know they must have some sort of stronghold on licensing out covers because I don't think they like that kind of shit. Because by the way, wouldn't you think you'd hear 1,000 fucking Nirvana covers at this point?
Totally.
And they'd be beat to death, and they'd
Yeah.
be terrible.
They'd be
anyway,
bad.
In Bloom by Sturgill Simpson, maybe one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life. It'll make you cry and make you fucking feel like you're gonna like break through the ice at the same time.
Yeah.
Epic.
It's something about it. Now, album covers.
Yeah.
What is the greatest album cover imagery? Give me that.
For me, it's I love The Devil and God Are Raging Inside of Me by that brand new album.
I got to see this. I don't know what this is.
It's just like a Halloween scene.
It's a scene from the movie Halloween.
No, just like a.
Oh,
I don't
just
know.
like a-
For me, it's just the one that sticks out the most.
Bring
I
it
don't
up.
know. Maybe it's because it's like my favorite album of all time.
Oh, that's very cool.
I just
and
love it.
Say the album clearly again.
The Devil and God Are Raging Inside of Me.
The Devil and God Are Raging Inside of Me.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking album cover.
Yeah, that was 8th grade for me.
That's heavy. Well, that
Yeah.
see that hits.
Yeah,
Well, and
yeah.
you gave me your album, and I asked it's a picture of a family with a dog, and I asked if it's because it's your album.
Yeah.
And I said, is that your family? And you said, no, that's just
That's just a family.
That's just a family.
Yeah.
That's
I
kinda rad.
write a lot about thinking about like having a family because it's always been something that I felt incapable of like being good at.
And look at you, you're going to be very good at it.
Oh yeah, well maybe we'll
All right,
see.
what's your favorite album cover, Coney?
Maybe To Pimp a Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly. That's pretty. Yeah, I guess that's
Or The
okay.
Chronic.
The Chronic is very simple and
But
beautiful.
it's a play on the zigzag cover.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
pretty beautiful.
It's just iconic. It's so simple and iconic. But To Pimp a Butterfly that's such a beautiful cover. There's so much symbolism in it.
I'll tell you what sticks out pretty hard in my brain, even though it's nothing too powerful, but Bush's 16 Stone, for some reason, because it was part of my childhood, show me that album cover. That thing like singed into my, because I saw the CD, it was on like the top of my rack for a while. Maybe that's why I kept seeing that. Yeah, I loved that.
That's awesome.
Because I love the colorway.
Is Glycerin on that album?
Glycerin is on that fucking
That
album.
song rocks. That was the first song I ever learned how to play on guitar.
So good.
Yeah, insane.
There's something about that simplicity of those old covers that I was like obsessed with.
Yeah.
And also that's back when you can open up a book in a CD and actually like read about more of the art, and they have alternative photos, and then sometimes the third or fourth photo would be better than the original cover photo, and you're like, that should have been the cover. And what I would do is I'd fold it, flip it, and then put that as the cover. Did you ever do that? Like Goldfinger.
Awesome.
Goldfinger had a great album cover.
Yeah.
And they had even more art inside of the book.
I never got. I just listened to them via Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never had CDs.
Yeah.
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 CDs were fucking
No,
rad.
I had CDs. I still
What?
have CDs.
This,
Low
yes,
End Theory
yes,
is a
Low End
great
Theory,
one.
probably one of my favorite album covers.
Because that's a real picture. They painted
They painted a real photo.
model.
Of all of the Tribe album covers, this is by
the
far the
best.
best. Yes, I agree with that. I do agree with that. That is a
I
beautiful
love Midnight
fucking
Marauders, though. All the just other hip hop heads, like all the rappers in the background.
I like it, but this one's a little bit more beautiful.
Yeah.
This one's pretty artistic. That's a real photo.
Are you into more like Bush adjacent, like kind of like butt rock music like that too?
I like dude. I can name you. If I can touch so many weird bases of music.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm super knowledgeable about all of them, but I like everything from fucking corny pop music in the current era to fucking again like a Sturgill, like a soul. And then I like.
You like Pearl Jam?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I like them. Yeah, I never like fell in love, but I liked them a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. There isn't a genre that I like dislike.
Cool. Yeah. I think
And then
I'm
I
the same
fall
way.
in love with little tiny things like I'm into the right now I'm into I've been listening to Galt.
Don't know
Say
about
his
it.
name wrong. Galt McDermott. Am I saying it wrong? Just because my Galt McDermott. I've been listening to a lot of Galt McDermott.
Cool.
Galt. Do you know who this gentleman is?
No.
Okay, listen to this song real fast. We have to cut it out, but like just so you can hear. Galt McDermott.
Nice.
Don't even know how I found Galt McDermott, but occasionally I'll just stumble upon something and I'll go, like that a lot, and then I'll just listen to their radio for as long as I can.
Yeah.
Spotify or Apple Music?
Apple Music.
You're wrong, dude. It's Spotify.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm on my manager's family plan, so that's what I'm doing.
That dude that came in?
No,
that guy?
my other
oh,
manager.
okay. That's
Yeah.
okay.
I got 2 managers.
That guy's handsome.
Yeah, very handsome.
Yeah, you ever...
Hook up? Yeah.
Whatever.
No. We've been best friends since first grade.
Oh, so yeah, you definitely have hooked up then. Yeah, if it's been that long, dude, something weird has happened, right?
Yeah.
A little sleepover?
Yeah, Washington, D.C. trip.
Petey, what if we snuggle? Well, I just want to watch Terminator. Me too, but like, what if we're snuggling while we watch Terminator?
Yeah, you know how 13-year-olds are. It's It's quite
It's
odd.
so gay.
Yeah, it's very gay.
It's the gayest
Yeah.
you could ever be is a young boy, a young white suburban boy,
Yeah.
gayest boy on earth.
For sure.
No queen down at the fucking gay pride parade on a float
No.
could ever be as gay as a sleepover with two 13-year-old white suburban boys
That's
in
true.
northern Chicago.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the gayest you could be.
Got like eight boys.
8 boys.
Yeah.
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 So gay.
Yeah.
That's a party. You gotta call the cops.
Indeed.
Listen to the album. Please enjoy PDUSA on all the platforms that he's available. Watch him get jacked.
Yeah.
The album drops again. Given the date of the album again.
July 11th.
July 11th. Please stream it, download it, consume it, buy it. Go see him live. You on tour at all?
I'm going to be putting my tour on sale the day the album drops.
Hell yeah,
and,
July 11th. We'll be putting them out, and it's pdusa.com.
PD'swebsite.com.
pd'swebsite.com.
Yeah.
We'll put the link in the description down below, Joe. Please go see and enjoy and ingest him. I've liked you for a while, man. I think you're a talented, cool dude.
Thank you.
And I hope the success continues. I hope you have a family, because you want one, not because I hope you have one, just because you want one.
Yeah.
And I hope you get jacked. And I hope when we do go down in flames,
Yeah.
I do hope that you manage to be
Survive.
victorious and survive, and lead us back into a new society.
Okay.
Right on, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We end the show the same way. You look into that camera, you're single, and you say one word or one phrase to end the episode. One word or one phrase.
Thanks.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.